Hi guys, welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe.
I'm James.
And tonight we are going to be covering the best films of 2005.
I never got a chance to do a 2000 yet. It was an insufferable decade of movies compared to the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Well, this year, 2005 isn't too bad. I don't think.
Yeah.
2000 was dull, and 2006 was really dull. So compared to those two, 2005 is pretty good. So
Two of my favorite movies of the 21st century are in this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me what it is, because I'm going to read off some of the theatrically released, American released films in 2005. We're going to go with the awards darlings first. Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yeah.
Walk the Line.
Oh.
Good Night and Good Luck. Capote.
Capute.
And Crash.
I was about to start singing Dave Matthews, but I ain't gonna do it.
And I'll just list a few more here. Pride and Prejudice. Munich. Transamerica.
Yeah.
North Country. Mrs. Henderson Presents. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Now we're talking.
The Family Stone. The Constant Gardener. Stay. Wallace and Gromit. The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I like that one. The Brothers Grimm. Batman Begins.
Look.
Sin City. Elizabethtown.
Underrated.
Junebug. A History of Violence. Girl in the Cafe.
Yeah.
Because of Winn-Dixie.
Because of Winn-Dixie?
Winn-Dixie.
I was filmed in Napoleonville, which is like a stone's throw away.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Unleashed.
Unleashed. Oh, one of those action films.
Unleashed was, or Danny the Dog, as it was known.
That's right.
Everywhere
Overseas, it
else.
was known as Danny the Dog.
And that was not your typical action film.
I don't watch. I just won't. And then, sometimes because there's nothing better to do, and I got it on the El Rey network, I'll start watching.
Suspect Zero. The Squid and the Whale. Brokeback Mountain, I completely forgot about that one when it came to
I just heard something behind me.
awards darlings. Did you?
Like you said, Brokeback Mountain. The door creaked. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Go back and check the film.
Okay, so this might be a rated X version tonight instead of rated R. Usually we curse a lot. But we have carte blanche as far as free speech and how we just decide to describe certain things. It's whether we have the right to say it or not, right?
No advertisers.
The eagle can say a bird brain because he's an eagle, right? So Brokeback Mountain is a nominee in this year. Get used to it. It's probably going to get filthy. And if you don't eat Hershey's candy bars during this broadcast, you're probably all the better for
it. Yodeling down Chocolate Road.
We can say that.
I can say that.
Broken Flowers. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. In Good Company. Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Match Point.
Woody Allen.
Shop Girl. Cinderella Man. How could we forget that one?
Ronnie Howard.
And 1114, I really like that one. You like Stay, I liked 1114.
Get used to it.
The Notebook,
The Notebook.
War of the Worlds,
Oh.
Revenge of the Sith.
Star Wars Episode 3.
You know, we had King Kong.
I liked King Kong.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Sam Rockwell. He was in it.
So, that's a few of the American theatrically released
Did
films.
you say Game 6?
I did not mention Game 6. Have you guys ever seen Game 6?
No, you'd have to, probably couldn't even find it in Blockbuster, and they were going out of style then.
Yeah, Game 6 is one you're probably going to have to seek out. For the year 2005. I'm glad you mentioned Game 6. Because Game 6 is one hell of a movie, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, we'll be talking about it all night.
So let's go with the first category in our Best Films of 2005, or as we like to say here on Twin Peaks, the Fucked Up Shit Awards.
Fucked Up Shit Awards!
And the first category is Best Editing.
Yeah. You go first this time.
Alright.
We'll go first this time.
My nominees for Best Editing 2005: Unleashed,
Here we go. You saw that one.
1114,
Ah.
Crash, Suspect Zero, and Sin City.
Ah, editing.
Editing, and my winner, Best Editing 2005, Ewan Crash. That was the
Into me, yeah.
that was the Academy Award winner for Best Editing.
Oh, you concur with the Academy.
I concur wholeheartedly with the Academy on this one.
Wow. All right, my nominees are Stay. Here we go. It was there's interesting edits. There's a couple of them that were like, oh well, you know, you swung in for the fences and missed on that one, but I liked it. So that it didn't win, but Sin City, Cinderella Man,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Crash, Into Me, yeah, and Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, the best of the first 3 episodes. Oh. Oh. But my winner, Best Editing, Crash, Into Me, yeah.
Baby.
That had to be something to make me interested in that movie. Wow.
Crash was a darling at the Academy Awards and starts off winning tonight.
It might have gotten a little too much hype for me before I saw it, but there's a couple of them in this year that once I saw them, I'm like, yeah, okay, they deserve the attention that they got. The Academy might have had it right a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
You can't argue with like Geisha for cinematography or costume design, and that's going up next. It's not on my list,
Right.
but I guess Crash could have had a worse best movie, which was Crash in the Academy.
Oh, that's right. Crash won Best Picture. So
They got the editing right.
yeah, they got the editing right now. I forgot who won Best Cinematography.
I was thinking Memoirs of a Geisha, no, Brokeback Mountain.
But here it is, Best Cinematography, 2005. And you go first.
Oh yeah. Smoking. My nominees: Best Cinematography, Brokeback Mountain. Since when did this become lookout point for the Marlboro Man? Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It was pretty. Sin City. Batman Begins. And my favorite, that was my favorite of the Nolan Batman trilogy, War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. And he had 3 more movies. He'd gotten a lot better. He was getting better. He dropped the ball at the, anyway. My winner. Oh, sorry. Best Cinematography, 2005. Sin City.
Good.
Good. Yes.
Yes, in the city. Directed by Frank Miller and
Robert
Rodriguez, and a special appearance by Quentin Tarantino, but it was shot by Robert Rodriguez.
Definitely. And beautifully.
Yeah. Art direction was great in that too. And the direction.
I don't know anything about the book. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
The novel, the comic books, graphic novels.
Oh, so here's my nominees for Best Cinematography 2005: Sin City, Crash, Batman Begins,
Where?
The Jacket, which was Adrian Brody movie,
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
and Suspect Zero.
Well then, what are we talking about? There's no one here. Next case.
And my winner for Best Cinematography 2005 Walked Up Shit Award, Robert Rodriguez for Sin City.
Woo!
You know enough about it to give the winner the same as me.
Hey, we're 2 for 2.
That's right, we're tied.
It's about to change, I think.
Perhaps it may change with the next category. 2005 Best Score or Soundtrack.
La, 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 la. Yes, that's music composed and conducted by, or the soundtrack of songs that were played in the movie.
Right. We like to throw it together instead of breaking it up into 2 separate categories.
Yeah.
So my nominees for Best Soundtrack 2005 Walk the Line.
Oh, I think up north. That's up north Louisiana.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Huh? What? Oh.
Brokeback Mountain. Speaking of chocolate factories.
It's a sad day when a sheep's got to wait in line behind another man.
Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. We're still doing soundtrack or score. Elizabethtown,
Right.
which was a classic Cameron Crowe.
That might have been the best soundtrack.
And Unleashed.
Oh man, I forget who did the music. Massive Attack did the music for Unleashed.
Unleashed or Danny the Dog, depending on where you are on
Danny the Dog.
on the planet. And my winner for Best Score Soundtrack 2005 is Unleashed or Danny the Dog.
It's the same movie. It's not a tie.
It's not a tie.
What? Damn.
Danny the Dog wins Best Soundtrack 2005.
Something about that movie grabs you. It could have been the music. My nominations: Best Soundtrack or Score, 2005, Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith. Game 6, Yo La Tengo did the soundtrack. Stay. What?
Yeah, that was good.
Batman Begins. Brokeback Mountain Men.
Yeah. That was your Academy Award winner for Best Music.
And Unleashed.
Ooh, Unleashed. How about that?
Massive attack. And you're about to have a massive heart attack. Best score soundtrack. Brokeback Mountain Men. It harkens me my memory. I harken back when I hear that soundtrack. Something happened in my childhood. It reminds me of that movie or something. I don't know. But it touches me.
All right.
All over.
It crept up behind you.
It seduces me. I hear it at night. I go to a club. I boom boom all night. In the shower the next morning. It returns.
They had played dueling banjos during Brokeback Mountain.
That's nasty.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah, I think that was in Urban Cowboy too. Radiohead did a version of it. You should check that out. Radiohead, Rhinestone Cowboy.
All right. He shits you not. The next category is Best Screenplay, 2005.
Cock beer.
Wait a minute. I didn't do. Yeah, I did. I did my soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did yours.
Yeah.
So you're first on Best Screenplay.
Oh, shit. Best Screenplay. Nominations are Game 6, huh? What? There's that movie again.
Mm-hmm. Good movie.
Stay.
He's a Stay fan.
It's Match Point. Woody Allen. I can't stand, but this year I had to give props. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Steve Carell. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Shane Black. And Unleashed, Luc Besson. And your winner, 2005, Best Screenplay, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Say what?
That shit was funny. You know how I know you're gay? You listen to Coldplay.
That is true.
I do too.
I listen to Coldplay.
Let's do it offshore with men.
Your favorite soundtrack or score was Brokeback Mountain. You should be bringing that one out. What are we doing, screenplay? My nominees for Best Screenplay 2005. The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
No.
Match Point.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I watched that movie like with a hangover. Like I woke up the next day, I had rented them, and I watched it. And you usually don't like shit on a hangover, but that was a good one.
Game 6.
Man.
Elizabethtown. Crash.
To me, yeah.
And Because of Winn-Dixie.
What?
I love that movie.
Dave Matthews was right next door. We didn't go visit. Somebody saw him in a restaurant in Thibodeau and was like, God damn it, should have called me.
My winner for Best Screenplay, adapted and original, all combined into one. Paul Haggis for Crash.
It's that drama comedy thing. I went with the drama.
I went the way of the Academy again.
I went the way of poop and fart joke movie humor.
The 40 version was hilarious. If Crash wouldn't have won for me, it would have been because of Win Dixie.
Wow. All the props in the world.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's a good one. All right. Next up on the Fucked Up Shit Awards, Best Supporting Actress.
And it's your turn.
Best Supporting Actress. My nominees are Sandra Bullock for Crash.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Adams for Junebug. Jennifer Carpenter for The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Emily Mortimer for Match Point. Rachel Weisz for The Constant Gardener.
Rachel Weisz.
Frances McDormand for North Country.
Always.
And Susan Sarandon for Elizabethtown.
What? Is this a political thing? Susan Sarandon rocks.
Susan Sarandon, you rock. Fuck them all. Sell. Buy. Fuck them all.
I know what it is.
And your winner for Best Supporting Actress, Jennifer Carpenter, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
And the crowd goes wild.
Because I went there.
Ah,
What a great performance.
yeah, good shit. Emily Mortimer, though. She's on my short shit list. Now, actually, I had her pretty close in my nominees. But my nominees are Sandra Bullock, Crash. F 'em all, Jennifer Carpenter, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Frances McDormand, North Country. Lillias White, Game 6. Gotta see her scene. She's got one scene. Towards the end of the movie. Owns it. Carrie Condon, Unleashed. Oh, I saw that karate movie too.
Oh, Carrie Condon.
Carrie Condon. You forgot about Carrie?
No, I didn't. I put her in lead.
Oh.
That's wild.
It's easy with Crash to see that it's an ensemble.
Ensemble.
But she is the only female in the movie. But she's the daughter. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's an ensemble too, really. After Jet Li's lead, but
my winner, and also that year the winner of the Fangoria Awards for Best Newcomer for Dexter and for The Exorcism of Emily Rose, Jennifer Carpenter. And she got on stage and she said, "This is fucking awesome."
rock and roll.
Yeah,
We agree on Jennifer Carpenter.
I say I have to see that movie because I'd already seen Dexter. It had already started. It was still in the first season.
Right.
And she rocks.
Mm-hmm. Next category. Best Supporting Actor.
Once again, really tough. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nominations. 3 of them go together. Robert Downey Jr., Griffin Dunn, and Harry Yulin for Game 6. I just combine them all together because they're all 3 great performances. Michael Caine, Batman Begins. Morgan Freeman, Unleashed. Karate.
There's that karate movie again.
Ian McDiarmid, Star Wars 3, The Revenge of the Sith. Because he's the Emperor and he finally gets to do something in the movie. And he's been there so he deserves it. Bob Hoskins, Unleashed.
Yeah, really good.
Mickey Rourke, Sin City, of course. And Ben Kingsley, Suspect Zero. performances. But I'm going with Best Supporting Actor 2005, Bob Hoskins, Unleashed, or Danny the Dog. Like my mom used to say, get them while they're young and the possibilities are endless. If you haven't seen Unleashed, that alone performance, if you're into performance, everybody's good in that movie. So, yeah, Bob Hoskins.
That's one of those movies where if you're an action fan, you want to see it for Jet Li. And I could see where a lot of action fans wouldn't have liked the movie because it was too much like a real drama.
I brought it offshore. People would watch it, and then when it got to the drama part, they'd, well, I'm going to sleep. Gotta get up early tomorrow. I'm going to bed.
Like, damn. Like, don't mess with their genre.
And you could say maybe it's a little uneven. It could have been maybe ironed out a little better, or you could say it was ironed out perfectly and it flows beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you'd probably have to lean more towards appreciating dramas rather than action film.
I'd say going into Rocky, watching boxing, and getting a love story.
Right. That's a good comparison, actually, Rocky. Because Unleashed to me is a lot like that. It is way about the character and not about the action scenes at all.
Warrior is like that too, but that's a different year. Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton and Nick Nolte. Just throwing Warrior out there. It gave me the feels.
So we're still in 2005. It's my turn. Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
I have 10 nominees.
Damn, they're always tough.
Yeah, and it was a good year for Supporting Actor. So my nominees include Morgan Freeman for Unleashed, Bob Hoskins for Unleashed, Matt Dillon for Crash,
Damn.
Terrence Howard for Crash,
Wow.
Robert Downey Jr. for Game 6, Griffin Dunn for Game 6, Mickey Rourke for Sin City,
Yeah.
Heath Ledger for Brokeback Mountain. No, The Brothers Grimm.
Wow. I figured that. Man, you really just gave his performance in Brokeback Mountain the shot.
We paused to laugh, and now I'll continue so you can hear it. Because that shit was funny.
Yeah, well, you think about tops is, man, you always got to give it to the power bottom. Bet you nominated Jake too.
No, but I did nominate Ben Kingsley for Suspect Zero.
Yeah.
And the Academy Award winner that year, George Clooney for Syriana.
Oh, yeah. I got my hairstyle from him.
That was a really tough year. Any other year, I would have gave it to Bob Hoskins
Oh, what? Oh,
for Unleashed, but I went with Ben Kingsley for Suspect Zero.
wow.
And yeah, it impressed me as much as the Bob Hoskins performance impressed me.
Damn. And it's hard to like Ben Kingsley after Gandhi. I mean, you know, when you're our age and
Yeah. Gandhi, Ben Kingsley beat Dustin Hoffman that year. Dustin Hoffman was in Tootsie. Ben Kingsley won for Gandhi, and I was pretty pissed.
yeah.
It took me a long time to even want to like Ben Kingsley after that, but he got me.
And it makes the Academy Awards look kind of like a sport too. I mean, we got our Saints, but it's like, oh, come on. You start getting pissed. You watch every year, the same old two damn teams in the NBA Finals. Anyway,
The next category, Best Lead Actress. That's where we're at.
my turn.
No, I have to go.
Oh yeah.
This was the weakest category of the whole bunch, I think.
Ooh, in all of the decades.
It's getting tough. This one was, I could have picked anybody, it really didn't matter. They're all kind of,
Wait till you hear my pick.
they're all kind of on the same line. I got a few of them though. Felicity Huffman for Trans America.
Mrs. Macy.
Michelle Monaghan for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Wow.
The Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon for Walk the Line. Catherine Keener for Capote.
Caputa?
However you say it.
Not for the 40-year-old virgin?
No.
Oh, yeah, she would be.
M. Beth Davids for Junebug.
You and that June bug.
Laura Linney for The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Man.
Christian Dunst for Elizabethtown.
Wow. You and that Cameron Crowe.
And Scarlett Johansson for Match Point.
Yo-yo.
And my winner, supreme upset fucked up shit of the whole year is M. Beth Davids for Junebug.
Damn.
I thought her performance was subtle and necessary.
She didn't even make my list.
No, she didn't make anybody's list. And Amy Adams was the darling that year as the supporting actress. But if you ever want to tolerate Junebug one more time, I think you can see what I saw. No, she was in, and Beth Davis was in Army of Darkness. You got real ugly. Okay. Best lead actress.
My nominees are Laura Linney, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, Scarlett Johansson for Match Point, Diane Keaton for The Family Stone, Kathleen Keener for The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Michelle Monaghan for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Showed a Little Booby, S. Epatha Murkison for Lackawanna Blues. Anybody even mention her? You, the Academy, Golden Globes. My winner, Best Lead Actress, S. Epatha Murkison, Lackawanna Blues. It's a performance that if you must not seek this movie out for a performance. It's just the one that won this year. I'm not going to say, go watch Exorcism of Emily Rose, man. Laura Linney is fantastic. You know, but you come out and you go, hey, everybody was really good in that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good movie first.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Carpenter.
Yeah.
I don't want to fool her because she bends that way.
The next category, Fucked Up Shit Awards for 2005. Best Lead Actor.
I'm first. Oh, my nominations: Best Lead Actor 2005. Here's where it gets fun. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote.
That was the Academy Award winner.
Russell Crowe, Cinderella Man. Robert Downey Jr., Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. What? Steve Carell, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Yes, I said it. Comedic performances deserve a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Jet Li, Unleashed. Did I write that down right?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, Game 6.
Yes.
My favorite actor is Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm. And he's great in Game 6.
It's that, I couldn't even tell you what the movie's about, and you would want to go see it. You'd be like, okay, now I don't want to see it. But once you see it, but I have to give my winner, Best Lead Actor, 2005. What? to Jet Li, Unleashed, or Danny the Dog. Dog.
You mean to tell me that the guy in the Karate movie won Best Lead Actor for you?
Yes.
He can barely speak English. And
Vanilla is sweet.
that movie is so good.
He's a dog, and he learns love and how to be human. And it's you could say subtle performance.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got Morgan Freeman and Bob Hoskins. Kerry Condon benefited
so
from
good.
those two Bob Hoskins and Morgan Freeman being around. They both benefited from it.
I didn't mention Kerry Condon.
Jet Li deserved to be recognized. He deserves to be recognized for Unleashed. And if you're afraid of karate movies, I just don't like them. Yeah, watch this one.
Yeah,
you probably thought about it because you see the actors.
Yeah,
Morgan
Freeman's in it.
well, this might be Bob Hoskins. I don't know. Oh, Mario Brothers. Let's get the fuck away from this box. You know, and you don't rent it.
Bob Hoskins is awesome.
Talking to you ladies too.
Yeah, ladies should be wanting to see Unleashed, believe it or not.
He gets all of your men to watch it. They'll actually be interested when they see Jet Li, and you aren't then he's gonna fall asleep.
Okay, here are my nominees. Best Lead Actor, 2005. Michael Keaton, Game 6.
This could be it.
This could be it. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote. David Strathairn, Good Night and Good Luck.
Good luck.
Robert Downey Jr., Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Doesn't get any better.
Jet Li, Unleashed. Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line. Tom Wilkinson for The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And Matt Damon for The Brothers Grimm.
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon.
Well,
and my winner, Best Lead Actor, 2005. Jet Li Unleashed, motherfuckers. Yes. An amazing performance. Didn't know he had it in him.
I just watched it last week.
Did you? Oh, I want to see it again. Such a good movie.
I had a captive audience for a week, and that sounds bad. I had a captive audience for a week. They were all mine. We watched Night Shift. We were all over the place.
Cool Night Shift. Directed by
Ronnie Howard.
That's right.
Watched that and Unleashed in the same night. Thing. My captive audience has good taste and a variety. She liked it. She didn't fall asleep.
Or you let him go and capture more.
She didn't fall asleep.
That's a plus.
I hadn't put her to sleep yet.
2005 Fucked Up Shit Awards. The last two categories of the evening. Best Director, 2005.
And you are first. Good directors.
Mm-hmm. This was a tough year for me. I have several nominees. My nominees are Michael Hoffman for Game 6.
Damn.
Luc Besson for Angel A, or Angela, depending on how you want to say it.
Angela.
E. Elias Murrigo for Suspect 0.
Wow.
Christopher Nolan for Batman Begins. Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez with special appearance by Quentin Tarantino. Sin City.
Yeah.
Louis
Terrier.
Leterrier for Unleashed.
That's
Oh.
just how I say it.
Or Danny the Dog.
Danny the Dog.
Paul Haggis for Crash. And Woody Allen for Match Point.
Woody Allen for Match Point.
And my winner, favorite director, 2005 Fucked Up Shit Award, is Woody Allen for Match Point.
Man, this turned out to be a really fucked up year.
Now, I love Woody Allen movies. I love Woody Allen. Normally, I don't give him the win for director. I think he went above and beyond with Match Point. I think it was his best effort directing ever. So I gave it to him.
I have to agree. I usually don't even nominate him. Damn. Best directors. Steven Spielberg, Munich. Woody Allen, Match Point.
Say what?
Frank Miller, Robert Rodriguez, and a special appearance by Quentin Tarantino for Sin City.
That's right.
Mark Foster. I want to say Forster. Mark Foster for Stay,
Yes. Excellent.
director of
What else did he direct?
World War Z.
Oh, yeah.
He did Quantum of Solace, the Finding Neverland.
Oh, yeah.
That's where you probably know him from. Christopher Nolan, Batman Begins, and Louis Leterrier for Unleashed.
All right, Louis Leterrier.
Leterrier in this year. No Brokeback Mountain.
No Ang Lee.
No Ang Lee.
Who was the winner of the Academy Award for Brokeback Mountain.
You cut Clint Eastwood a check yet, you thief? I'm just kidding. You stole everything from him. My best director, 2005. Mark Foster, Stay. What is Stay you say?
I didn't even nominate it.
It's got
Stay.
it's got Ewan McGregor, Naomi Watts, and so there's a peeker in there, and Ryan Gosling, Academy Mickey Mouse darling, just a darling, and Bob Hoskins is also in it. I didn't mention it with Unleashed because, I mean, that's the performance.
Right.
Not he was good in this too. Janine Garofalo makes a little appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, watch it.
Yeah, Stay's one of those kind of trippy movies.
Yeah. I nominated for editing. It tried to make it trippier. It's a Jacob's Ladder kind of thing.
Right.
You don't really know what the hell's going on through the whole movie. But if you like, look at that. Ryan Gosling is one of his first performances, and if you want to see Naomi Watts eat in her one monologue that she has, you know, she's eating during it. You didn't see her anywhere near best lead actress for me because of that.
Right. Right. You're not supposed to eat and talk at the same damn time. Especially when I'm paying to watch you.
Right. Brad Pitt does it all the time. He's always putting something in his mouth. Just watch him.
We've come to the final category, 2005 Fucked Up Shit Awards. Best Picture. You have Carte Blanche. What are your nominees for Best Picture? 2005.
So crazy. Of course, the best comedy of 2005 is The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Didn't quite make my top 6, so it was 7th. My nominations: Match Point, I never nominate Woody Allen or his movies.
Wow.
Maybe I do. Annie Hall. Yeah. Got so many of them that are never mind.
I'm a huge fan of Woody Allen. I even like the dirt stupid ones. I even liked Curse of the Jade Scorpion.
That was Ewan McGregor too, right? Hatch Point.
No,
No.
that was well, the Tudors. Guy in the Tudors. I don't know.
Ah, jeez. We're talking about these movies. We don't.
I forgot.
That would be the movie trivia questions we would get posed.
Right.
I'm gonna mention Stay. It just was. It's one of those for me. Sin City. Wow, Sin City.
That was classic.
Get a roll. Batman Begins, my favorite of the Christopher Nolan trilogy, and Unleashed.
There's that damn karate movie
I'm
again.
telling you, you're never gonna see a Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Fast
Jet
and
Li,
Furious.
Jackie Chan movie on my list. But you get a Jet Li. Jet Li. And did I say Game 6? Game 6. I loved Game 6. It reminded me, his love for the Boston Red Sox, like my love for the, what was it? Like for the Saints. My love for the Saints.
If you're a Saints fan, you can relate to Game 6.
If you're a fan that watches your team lose all the time, and you put up with it because you love them, and you see boneheaded decisions, none of that's in the movie. That's just his love. And he's a playwright, and his plays on Broadway. It's opening night. The meanest, harshest critic is going to be there, and he's deciding whether to go or watch Game 6 of the World Series between the Mets and his team. And it's the day in New York of him catching cabs going downtown. It's Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Boy, that made it sound boring. And it didn't win Best Movie for me. It probably would have any other year.
Great movie.
Catherine O'Hara's in it. Then we already mentioned Griffin Dunn. But my winner, Best Movie, Unleashed. Danny the Dog.
You mean that karate movie?
Louis Leterrier and Luc Besson.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So your best picture is Danny the Dog.
Yeah, that movie made me cry. Oh, God.
The fellas offshore will be so proud.
I thought he'd never shut the hell up. No more kidding!
Yep. That's such a good movie. All right, my nominees for Best Picture 2005 Fucked Up Shit Awards. Unleashed.
I would have never guessed.
Crash. Game 6.
Wow. I turned them on to that.
Match Point. Suspect Zero.
Then what are we talking about?
Because of Winn-Dixie. It's such a good movie. You have to see it if you haven't seen it.
Because of Winn-Dixie not being here anymore, I have to go to Rouse's.
Elizabethtown, which is one of Crow's better efforts, I think, as far as romantic comedies go. And Batman Begins.
I didn't even mention it. Yeah.
Which was a good movie because it was about Bruce Wayne. It doesn't mean Christian Bale is the best Batman ever. It just means the movie was about Bruce Wayne.
He had a lot of screen time for a Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Wish Michael Keaton had that much screen time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of best Batmans.
Exactly. And my winner, Fucked Up Shit Award 2005. Best Picture. Unleashed or Danny the Dog. You mean that karate movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep wanting to say more things about it, but That would be the movie that we collectively say, if you haven't seen it in 2005, you need to go see. That's the one I would say you got to see first.
You have to see Danny the Dog, or Unleashed if you're in America. It's called Unleashed. Jet Li, Morgan Freeman, Bob Hoskins. It's amazing. Great cinematography, great soundtrack. We both gave it the win. Jet Li is perfection. What he was asked to do and what he did was perfection.
I didn't even mention Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in my nominations for best movie, and I'm sure people that's kind of a cult thing. That's a Fight Club kind of thing, where people that should be in the know end up finding out and probably have already seen it.
Right.
You've probably already seeked it out because you heard nothing but good things about it.
It's good. Really good.
Yeah, that would be. Even though it wasn't in my top 5, I wouldn't say go grab Match Point, even though it was in my top 5. But it is his best movie. And Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is Shane Black's best movie. He directed it, Shane Black, and wrote it. He's doing The Predator, which is coming out soon.
And then my brother loves Stay. And I kind of like 11-14, even though I've only seen it a couple of times. It's got that disjointed time placement editing thing going on and catching different stories at different times. And I like all the performances. One of the last performances by Patrick Swayze, actually. And I know everybody's seen Batman Begins and Sin City.
Yeah.
But I have to suggest because of Winn-Dixie.
I think a lot of people probably saw that one. It was kind of a hot item when it was a darling of sorts.
Cicely Tyson's in it, and she's awesome.
Game 6.
Yep.
I shouldn't have described it just a day in the life, but it's a day that actually happened in New York. The World Game 6 of the World Series. So they had different things happening in New York that concur with the day in that life. And if you're a fan of baseball, it's one of the most memorable oopsies or whatever. And it's one of the most memorable games in a World Series ever. And I gave a nomination to supporting Harris Yulin. I know the lines. The Catherine O'Hara. So there's everybody. All the performances are good. Bebe Neuwirth.
Mm-hmm. She was good too. But Robert Downey Jr. as the critic.
I didn't give a nomination because he didn't have that much screen time. You know, he's very important to it, and you see him.
He's good.
Yeah.
I gave him a nod. And I gave him a lead nod for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He was nominated lead actor and supporting actor.
Damn good year for double performances. Bob Hoskins, Robert Downey Jr.
Yep.
Catherine Keener.
Tom Wilkinson was in Batman Begins, huh? And The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah. Danny the Dog.
That's right, Danny the Dog.
That's the one. Seek it out if you're overseas, Danny the Dog. If you're here in the States, Unleashed.
Mm-hmm. Unleashed. And Game 6.
2005. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with Game 6. I have it. I own it. I don't know how I got it. I don't know how I got it. I don't know how I... Maybe it was offshore and I stole it. Maybe it was in a bin in Walmart.
I'm sure Amazon has it. That fucker Jeff Bezos done fucking monopolized everything. He's probably got every copy of it.
It was definitely a movie. Game 6 is definitely a movie that I watched because I had nothing better to do. I was offshore for a month with a DVD player because couldn't get to a TV. And so I maybe I went to Walmart then and bought it. It's something you would never want to go get, but watch it. Yo La Tengo does the soundtrack. Game 6.
Yep.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Incredible performance. You need Michael Keaton. What do people say? People say, I need more Michael Keaton.
That's right. I say that all the time.
I do movies here in South Louisiana, and he hadn't come yet. He's number 1 on my bucket list. Jack Nicholson hasn't come yet, but he's number 2 on my bucket list. Give me more Michael Keaton.
I'm the ghost with the most, baby.
2005. That was Twin Perspectives. Best films of 2005. Please subscribe to Rosenfeld 10 for more crazy videos like this from people who love David Lynch and Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
I'm Joe.
I'm James.
And I hope you guys seek out those films we were bragging about. And
Brokeback Mountain Men.
and we'll see you again in the trees. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.